Chomdende Bado Jishambala Chazano, Benza Satu Samaya, Manupala, Benza Satu Dena Vatibedinum, Shadugamba, Naratu Memba, Subagamba, Sosati Meven, Sakamasuta, Metitam Shiria, Kuruhum, Ha, Ho, Manga, Savadaka, the Bazama, the Bazimba, Masamaya, Sado, Benza Satu Samaya, Manupala, and Batisat Dena Vatibedinum. Mutiradimba, Sutakamba, Nuratamemba, Subakamba, Sosati Miran, Sakamasita, Vitata Shire, Kurung, Ha, Ho, Banga, Savataka, the Bazima, Mitabatimba, Masamaya, Sato, Benza Sato Samaya, Mandabara, and Batasatu Dana, Vatiradimba, Sutakamba, Nuratam. Exhausted events, karma system, into them, Shire, Kurung, Ha, Ho, Banga, Savataka, the Batum, the Batum, Masamaya, Sato, Bantasoto Samaya, Mandabara, Batasoto, and the Vatira, the Rumba, Sutakwamba, Underotum member, Subuka, Exhausted events, karma system, into them, Shire, Kurung, Ha, Ho, Banga, Savataka, the Batum, the Batum. Masamaya Sado Gyodi Yodo Dato Jisamba Tujunin Rojigan Tisala Gubarajo Gyodi Yoga Sona Ishi Toto Sona Ishile Tambani Godovarajo Tadarinde Anzo Colorado Changari Melam Chemo Chöjé Lingpa Jendelia Tiring Manzola Chöjé Chewanshe Chetusre Any Kanda to Koga di Yun Chamalolia Tashin Te Samjidam Tashi Delirious Shuaya Any Jedang around to draw Miji in the channel.
In Colorado, having the great Sakya Monlam. So today, as a Dharma connection, I'm asked to give the long life empowerment. I would like to extend my deep sincere greetings to Tashi Dele to all of you. Generally speaking, as a human being,
Diwa Banke, Tendegi, Mi Sedi, Chitam Ringa Chunga Inaya, Tezamgi, Rana Inaya, Pendo Yorera, Shena Inaya, Pendo Yore.
It is very difficult to be able to practice Dharma unless you have an appropriate support, precious human rebirth. So there's no greater value than a life, and among that, precious human rebirth is best. So in order to have the good basis to practice Dharma, we should value this precious human rebirth that has great benefit to be able to benefit others and ourselves.
Nevada, Nyamta Toria, Rogacia, Soba, that the Negatan in Serun the Sinyag, Tapsi Mambuyore, and the Sama Tapsis name to Tatuma Mahimba, the Ryan Namjula Tene, and the Cedruvia, or that the Strongberg, the name to Zanangaranzuta, Chuguris Majeve, and the Sosa, the Cedru Jigla Jigsava, the Mambuyore, the Tering and the Cedru. Mixed of Chagi order, mixed hundreds lava in the Laman and Jeve, Sidru. In Laman, the application with Europe and Dozon is Sheva Inaya.
There are various ways that one can prolong one's life, such as by releasing life, casting votive stupors, doing various virtuous things, and abstaining from causing direct harm to living beings. There are various methods how to extract and long life. Today's the empowerment, long life empowerment. This empowerment
Zambuling Nima Julia, Quaranang, Lugus in the Yuayimbari, Labat, China Tonga, and Chava in another, Thangton Gyalpo Kunri, Guru Music, Trubari, Yina and the Tumon Dujan or Latin, Jinalam Javada, Tangna Javatinja, Mayimba, Mursura, Ya Sando Pari La Page, then Guru Music, the Shaje, Guru Music Kundune. Subject Dama Mambusan, Habertonia, Guru Mbusi, Jew Shuab, Su Zen, Damba Doji Samba Dungin Nangar Shuba in the Sokachimbu, Jew Bumra to Jutafil Sofa Sam, the Denan, and Tara Guru Mbusi, that's Charangi Shoga Tanga Pena, Dujanam Perdulons in the Perla Pegu, Yavakanane, and the Perla Page in the Jutulaka Shanayare, Usuntu de Shanayare. And the Harvard and Jakarta to meet about Chuchamber Drum Haduba, Ganga Yudan, the Congo Zurugi.
There are a number of practices for long life, but this one is that associated with Thangton Gyalpo, who lived in the 14th century in Tibet. It is one of the earliest masters who followed the remade tradition. He himself was actually an emanation of Padmasambhava as well as Avalokiteshvara. He had many gurus, actual gurus, and also pure vision gurus. He saw Shakyamuni Buddha and many other Indian masters, but he had also many living Tibetan masters of his time from all schools, whom he consulted and from whom he received an enormous amount of teachings, pith instructions, and whispered lineages. Not only he received all these teachings, but he also practiced them and reached a very high level of realization. Although he was emanation of Padmasambhava himself, for the common people's perception, he traveled to Guru Rinpoche's place, the copper-colored mountain palace, and there he met Padmasambhava, and he requested from Vajrasattva an enormous amount of Dzogchen teachings, and they received many other teachings. Finally, Guru Rinpoche advised him to go back to Tibet because his own karmic affinity was more strong in Tibet. So he went back to Tibet and built many temples, many statues, and also built many iron bridges. At that time, there were not many good bridges in Tibet, so it's very difficult for the people to cross and travel across big rivers. But through his miraculous powers, he made many iron bridges. From this, one of the names, the iron bridges builder mahasiddha, or Tutot Chaksampa in Tibetan, he earned the title. Then he found many treasure teachings also, and one of these is Guru Yoga, a long life practice. Through the power of the blessings of this, he lived 125 years, and many of his disciples also lived well over 100 years. So it is practice of great blessings. It has two lineages. One is long lineages, which Thangton Gyalpo gave to his disciples and passed down until now, and the short lineage which comes through a treasure founder called Chöjé Lingpa, which has his own treasure teachings, which is Avalokiteshvara, on top of the head of one's lord of family, Amitabha or Amitayus combined together. Through them, he propitiated and accomplished long life. So this is the treasure teachings. So the self-creation comes from his treasure teachings. While this French generation comes from the pure vision of the Thangton Gyalpo, in which Thangton Gyalpo gave him the empowerment. This is the short lineage empowerment. So the empowerment that I'm giving today is one that comes from this short lineage. For this empowerment, disciples don't need to visualize themselves in the form of a deity. If you're practicing a certain deity, you can remain in that deity, of course. Otherwise, you can remain in your ordinary form. And in front of you, you visualize the deities and request them to bestow the long life empowerment. The short lineage has a great blessing because the root text says that after receiving the empowerment, you recite every day the relative prayer 100 times or a mantra 1,000 times, then there is no doubt that one will live over 100 years. For this reason, name of this empowerment is called Logyama, 100-year empowerment. So it is very auspicious beginning for you to be able to receive this empowerment. You need to prolong your life span by receiving any blessings, let alone this particular one.
Is very precious, especially the life that is abstaining from the negative deeds and practicing the virtuous deeds is very, very important to prolong. There are many methods to prolong our life, such as like outer method, inner method, and secret method, and so on. But the secret method is to visualize the deities and reciting mantras and meditations. And this particular long life is very special because it's linked with the Guru Yoga. The original source of this is mahasiddha Thangton Gyalpo, who lived in 14th century. And he was one of the earliest masters who follows the non-sectarian. He received teachings from all the schools. And then also he received many, in his pure vision, he received many teachings also. And he is actually an emanation of Guru Rinpoche. But for common eyes, he not just like dreams or pure visions, but literally that he traveled all the way to Copper Mountain Palace and met Guru Rinpoche and received many teachings and empowerments. And then Guru Rinpoche told him that your karmic link is with the Tibetans, so you must go back to Tibet. And so we went to Tibet and built many temples, statues, and especially at that time, people are very difficult to cross the big rivers. So through his miracle, he built many iron bridges. There's one iron bridge in Bhutan also. Even now you can see, and people can walk on, people can still travel such iron bridges. So one of his name is also called mahasiddha of Iron Bridge. So he has many teachings. One of the most important teaching is that the long life practice. So through this practice, he himself lived 125 years. And many of his disciples also lived well over 100 years. So it's a very special blessing and special teaching. And this teaching has two lines, long lineage and short lineage. Today's is a short lineage. Short lineage in the root text, it says that if you, after receiving the initiation, if you recite the prayer 100 times and mantra 1,000 times in every day, then there's a guarantee that one will live 100 years. So, the name of this initiation is also called 100 years initiation. It's a very auspicious. So now to receive this, first thing is that you need to create the right motivation for the benefit of all sentient beings, that one must attain the full enlightenment. The ultimate purpose is to attain the full enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. And the temporary purpose is to prolong our life. And with such a right motivation, with the right conduct, just as like the doctor, patient receiving advice from the doctor. And then also with the conduct in respect, physically, verbally, and mentally in a respectful form. And also, since this is a Vajrayana teaching, it is not proper to be in impure appearance. So you should visualize this place as like a Buddha field, pure Ram. And the Guru also in the deities form, and the disciples also in the deities form. So in other words, all forms as a deity, all sound as mantra, all thoughts as a transcendental wisdom, with such atmosphere that you should receive the initiation. Tene da tanda ngondu to lome chawala ya, tene menjembu ya da, soa da ya, ta tene ngondu to ko ba indu jane, tene lobe na, labela tami de nyambe mugu da tembe kone, tene chime chawang samu shuwe yondu. Rang lu longju, tu sum du sabi gewe tawa da jeba, namba menja lingsi, ridang ninda sungda jeba lu turne, tene chime chawang samu shuwe yondu, mide menja shi bu
benza bombe ahoy she yonsa tamba waje zerege sashi o benza rege ahoy she jare koryu ge koryu uzo re gyamva re ra shara leva bo lo zambo le no balang she cha dame ye le dam le pa ngaya da ngaya she yo de da lam jo jo dame ye da dame ye ge da re bo che re wa ba za ge she de jo ye ba ma me ba ye lo do ho lo re bo che nor bo re bo che zo bo re bo che le bo re bo che lang bo re bo che da jo re bo che ma be re bo che de re che bo ye bo ba ye ba ma che wa ma lu ma ga ra ma de be ma me do ma bar be ma che cha ma ye da wa re bo che ye do cho le na bra ge we la da me ye ba jo pen zo zo ba ma za wa me ba de ye de zo san ge tam je ge mo so me ba de la ma tam be sha ka ne chi me ze wa za bo shu ye ye do wa ge Tuje Jove Tado Jesus, Shene Chenge Labdo Zo, Guru Buddha Bodhi Santo Sambarewar, Rena Bedala Puja Mega Samuja Saba Lana Sabaye.
대단한 매제분은 자 아니바 매도도 제 다음은 잡대 소화대와 디젠드 저 군제 이시 홍보전 시베 콜로 남종와 이런 시베 렌젠들 조다라 거진조 최셔 배무방네네 조 현라 잡마지 조바오 투진게 노조다라 나온즈 군제 이시 홍보전 시베 콜로 남종와 이런 시베 렌젠들 조다라 거진조 최셔 배무방네네 조 현라 잡마지 조바오 투진게 노조다라 나온즈 군제 이시 홍보전 시베 콜로 남종와 이런 시베 렌젠들 조다라 거진조 최셔 배무방네네 조 현라 잡마지 조바오 투진게 노조다라 나와 네 규 타고 차려도 연아 좀 봐서는 다디베 계심버리디요래 가인스나 사장 배숨스전 초사야 디와장야 개와 공내 공도 빼야 돼 에네 연아 좀 배임버래 대인들 데라야 등기 나가라 주전 상동 껴보 되네 우주를 나와타에 짐발라 단지 투가를 구르름지 인다가 타고도 자수자와 숨스는 실력이 자와 라마 무주기 자와 이담 진력이 자와 주경 되는 시한 초주 상계다 선주 선비토 상주 미자부 슈비장을 제라노 그네 되는 자라고 통만 매반에서 그 디과 탐지 교심 장고의 제베고는 샤고를 지원냠받다 되는 건데 군지 수숨도 사비 겨와라 가신 제수 이랑은 냠받다 산제 탐지 인여월 때문에 전담 전주기 셈 동반이지 생이전데 다기전 공부를 지원냠도 이 탐자와 유튜브 많이 봐 도지세부 군조숨래야 뒤뒤내 숨데 지지 자주 마도주 바도 접수 줘냠받다 다시 심장 탐지기 돈을라는 멤버 양다부 조부 산이 고만 탑으로 차냠받다 대다가 치에도 ninja세 신주선 비저바 라브첸 넘로 출신도 라브를 지원냠받다 되는 다가나시 콘데 군지 투숨도 사비기 교화 탐제 응어샤와 다야라 덴바스는 드레이 말에 되게데 전투라 전심받은지 소모 많이 비준샤 디젠도 란숨즈 군조 숨라 다접지 디과 탐제 소소샤 조에 갈아제랑 산제 장주 이기송 산제 쇼단 초조라 장주 바드 교수제 마신 되네라 주체 장주 섬는 제버지 장주 초그 섬는 제기네 심전 탐제 다르게 런던이야 장주 저저 영원 제버지 졸라 펜지 상계 조버쇼 군저 숨라 다geb지 디와 탐제 소소샤 조에결라 제랑 산제 장주 이기송 산제 쇼단 소조라 장주 바드 교수제 란션 데네르 주치 Chanju Sumni Javarji, Chanju Chok Sumni Jagine, Simjan Tamje Dargu Dundunyan, Chanju Jojo Yon Javarji, Drola Pinja Sanjan Druvarsho, Kunja Sumla Dajipji, Diwantamja Sosrusha, Droya Gala Jayrang, Sanje Chanju Yisung, Sanje Cholan Chojola, Chanju Bardu Josuje, Ranshin Tene Ravduchir, Sanju Samni Javarji, Chanju Choga Samni Jagine, Simjan Hamja Dargu Rundunyar, Chanju Jojo Yon Javarji, Drola Pinja Sanje Druvar. Nene Jaranam Rangam Barwango, Atachimetse, Mutu Samantava Chevala, Parches, Vegetundu Miwa Dejunda Nawarashu. Roverani Kezikiba, Tanti Mabishasum Chatu, Batasha Mabisha, Janguin Shakar Bishari, Relatin Sumsunda Dema. Shashawatu Basha, yes, Sumna Doje Katam Quadrati, Sumna Tinsu Tundun Kishana Bashami, Jabje Duji Gitana, Debash. Tētō rāpi jēm kāpā pīsūn tsāpē jēmbē shī kī mīwōn bārē lōngchīn tō shūpē kūshīn tō lāṃ jī sāpē kūsūn tō kī nē tāmpā pī pūkā tāṃ chē nē rāṃ tāṃ chāvē chō kūchē wā rē rāw tsāṃ chūngwā tīn chū tsāṃ yāng chūng tū tēn tsāṃ sāshī pā nā nā kē chuān tāṃ chī kīṅ pā tsāṃ tō chūng tē kē rā nāṃ rā wāng kūr wā tā chī mē tsē ngū chū sāṃ tō par chē pā rā pār tū chē par chē pē tēng kē lō pā chē mē tsā tāṃ chē Kejiki Taijanzu Parodo Cheven
Imagine that above the ground and above the global by protection chakra and protection ground. Now comes the man empowerment.
Thangton Gyalpo
The main deities
Sijibawa, Uta the Mima Marathon, the Sekugawa, Lojalum Bengantuja, Chani Yamshakatan, the Wonder, the Nisume, Say Pumba, Passam Shinki Kajan the Jeva, Pajasun, the Tango Chamber number, Rekardin Nasa Timameva, so Ridani Pabadana, Dorji Jimutung Shuba. The Uju, the then Nawatai, Master Tuguchu, Yamsha Tsibun Zimba. Canberra, Chöjé Lingpa, Kundo Marna, Payment Sembe Yudoda, Yun Tabataki Kawanzimba, Vijan Kavapizum Sabe Jamba, Tugara, Guru Rumbici, Kundo Kamar, Doji, the Tabatsimba, Chogo Saogi Perda, Nishu So,
wearing holy Dharma robes,
that's the Tagur, the Zawsum.
Surrounded by all the deities, as well as Dharma protectors of enemies. Imagine their presence in the space. requests the city of
So now
London.
the main part of the initiation is that the main deity here is Thangton Gyalpo, who is like wearing a white robe and looks like 100 years old, with the long hair, white long hair, and long beard. And then on his head, Buddha Amitabha, as the honor of the race, and at his throat as a wrathful deity, Hayagriva, who is in the red color with the one face, two hands, right hand holding the stick and left hand holding the skull cup filled with blood. And in his heart, Guru Pema Sambhava. As you know, everyone knows how Guru Pema Sambhava looks. And then surrounding with the three roots and all the deities, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then in front of this yourself requesting to bestow the long life attainments. And so this prayer, you need to repeat this prayer. And this prayer is very important because we want long life. If we want long life, we need to pray to the Buddha Amitayus, the limitless life. So his prayer is also here. We also want all the obstacles to be cleared, pacified. Then the High Griva is the best deity to pacify all the obstacles. And then all Buddhas are same in terms of their wisdom, compassion, and power. There's no difference. But the karmic link deity is very important. We Tibetans and Himalayans and all the Tibetan Buddhist followers have a very special karmic connection with the Guru Pema Sambhava. And it was Guru Pema Sambhava's blessing that Buddhism was managed to come to Tibet and flourish for many years. Even in this, at this very critical time, also Buddha, any other Buddha, but Guru Pema Sambhava is far quicker to invoke his blessings than any other Buddhas. So the Guru Pema Sambhava's prayer is also here. And then Thangton Gyalpo is the Tibetan mahasiddha, and his prayer, and he is one of the greatest masters in terms of life, activities, and everything. So his prayer is also there. And then eventually we all die. When we die, we all hope to be born in Sukhavati, the Buddha Amitabha's land. And so if you wish to be born in the Buddha Amitabha's land, we need to pray to Buddha Amitabha. So Buddha Amitabha's prayer is also here. So this prayer is very important for this life, for the next life, and in between, in Bardo and all times. This is the prayer I said that if you recite 100 times a day, and then also the mantra, right after that there's the mantra. This mantra, if you recite 1,000 times a day, then the one will live 100 years. And so now you repeat after me. Then DJ so the DJ the shi. Now I do just go. Seba make control as Tandi Wanja Joy purchase,
powerful one who is
Pema Jun, the new to Joy
Padma
Jab,
Sambhava, the Lord,
Thangton Gyalpo Soda Roame,
Thangton Gyalpo, who never
So and the Sukajin
received upon
purchase,
prayer to her properly, bless
Chingal
me
of the
with
Shiming
the
would
city of
do,
immortality,
She, now I to Gunjus Jong,
Amitabha, the protector of all
Seva
beings,
Migrant Rolla Chimete,
Amitabha, bestow long life, all beings,
Dandi Wanja Joy
Ayagriva,
purchase,
the powerful one, remover of all obstacles,
Pema Jun, the new to Joy
Padmasambhava,
Jab,
the refuge in the degenerate eons,
Thangton Gyalpo Soda
Thangton Gyalpo,
Roame,
who will not receive one prayer
So and the
wholeheartedly,
Sukajin purchase,
bless me with the city of immortality,
Chingal of the Shiming would do,
remove all obstacles.
She,
We.
now I to Gunjus
Amitabha,
Jong,
the protector of all living beings.
Seva Migrant Rolla
Amitabha,
Chimete,
bestow long life to all beings.
Dandi Wanja Joy
I agree with the
purchase,
powerful one, remove all
Pema
obstacles.
Jun, the new to Joy
Padmasambhava,
Jab,
the refuge in the degenerate time.
Thangton Gyalpo Soda
Thangton Gyalpo,
Roame,
who will not deceive,
So and
one
the
prayer
Sukajin
to him
purchase,
wholeheartedly, and remove all
Chingal of the
obstacles.
Shiming would do,
Bless me with the city of immortality.
Amarani,
Amen.
Zivinde,
Amen.
Guru Bama Korda,
Amen.
Pinijana,
Amen.
Ayusidi,
Oh, city.
Shi,
Amen.
Amarani,
Amen.
Zivinde,
Amen.
Guru Bama Korda,
Amen.
Pinijana,
Amen.
Ayusidi,
Oh, city.
Shi,
Amen.
Amarani,
Amen.
Zivinde,
Amen.
Guru Bama Korda,
Amen.
Pinijana,
Amen.
Ayusidi,
Oh, city.
Shi,
Amen.
Tata Jingye, Sundeep Gyazare nga tongda masaba dena loja tubar tezo
He said
mesiyagi
we will
Sundeep
live
dili
very
tanda
long life
jili
in
chema
peace
thabat.
and his prayer and
Tanda
man.
jinga tanda jili chema thabat. Ina ya kelen tamja suru cheje inji minji leon goya da yaw mar. Ina
Sort of
lamba ina
composing,
di Sundeep di pe za shambari di
but
yor.
because
Ayi
it's such a
slaba ina
blessed
nga
subject,
sama tse ringbu goyo yore.
you should
Tse ringbu goyo na
recite
tsiba miro soa da
because
wur.
you
Tsiba miro
only
Sundeep di
deserve
ina
long life
yore.
and you will want a
Ina
long
nganzo sama
life.
parche se gugu yore.
We have to
Parche se
interact
kona
together.
den choy jabo tanding le thaga
Then
yo mar.
there's
Di
no greater
tanding
than the
sundib
Lord,
ja
I agree
di
with.
na le yore. Tende sangye tsangwa lo jigwa re.
All the Buddhas are
Kenta
one.
nusum gu yonden le chebar khana yo mar.
The
Ina
qualities are not different.
ngaranzo ya
But due to
le
our
ge
common
jeba yome ki
affinity,
thonde chebar dhugu yore. Ten guru rumbuche ta
Padmasambhava
pyo
is
khanchen ki zhong re. Taga nasi Himalaya
the universal
rigyu re.
patron
Tanda ji
deity of
pyo
the
ki
people
nangzho
of
le ta
Himalayan Tibet.
Tepa da dimba yungen zu tsangwa logi lagi tepa mikse ki guru rumche le yuwa re. Khayin sanda guru rumche tuji gajin le tena
Padmasambhava
pyo
has
la
a very
sanji ki
strong
tenpa
faith
thara re.
indicator.
Eni thara tsamda masabe longo mangbu ring le ya thar sin gyaba chunga re. Eni tanda ya ta tuga nyantang ji linja ji
Even
ingab
in
le
this
ya
reserved
sanji shen
environment,
le
there's no
tuji
greater
lawar nirwa de guru
faster
rumche yinba re.
master to receive
Sanje shenpa zu
good
tuji chunga da
supplications
mara
of
de ina
blessing than
ngaranzo yang le
Padmasambhava.
de
This
melam ki
prayer
jeba
that
yume ki thanda jeba
you're
dhugu
going to
de
recite
guru rumbishi swandib
is,
ja di nang le
is a
yore.
combination of
En
all those
tangdong jabu
prayers
ta
to
ngaranzo pyo
Hayagriva,
rangi
to Amitabha,
chuzab
to
re. En
Amitayus, and
kong ku te
Padmasambhava, and
zetin
Thangton Gyalpo,
kanki
all
ten
together.
ninja shenda mandawa chuju risu majebe be jiu tudu kuya da
Who
dinde
is the
chunga
crown
dinde
of
indi
all
chane
the
kongi
lineages.
swandib ja di nang le yore.
Padmasambhava
Ina
is,
ngaranzo tsangmaro da jebe shugu la shigo re.
since we all are
Shidu
born,
yini tsangme
we have
rewa
to
chiya le
die.
ya dewa chiya le
And when
jeya
we
rewa
die,
chigi
we really
yore.
wish to go to
Ene
Sukhavati, don't we?
dere jumzen yore. Khayin sina
So
shingam shenda le ya jeya
there
le
is
ya
no
je
better
thabu yo samare.
realm than
Sosa
Sukhavati.
jewa tunzo ya shingam le ya je thugu yo samare.
Most sentient beings
Ina
cannot
ya
choose to go to superior realms,
dewa jengi
let
shingam
alone
siya
to the
dewa
Sukhavati.
megi
But
zo
the
thugen
Sukhavati is
thabu
the land
nandu
of
ne
Amitabha.
ene khashugore. The Miss Sosa Jewa Yinaya,
Any
Sosa
ordinary
Ngwene,
individuals
Tebadang,
who have
Yidang.
faith and
Today, you
devotion
know, in Sosa
to
Jewa Jiba
Amitabha,
the Jeva Yinaya,
even
get
with
to
obstacles and
Tupsat
obstacles,
Chile.
they
Yongo
will be
Chos in
removed
Zogina
and
Nashi, and the
will
Wajing
gain
Shingam
access
Saji
to be
Shen,
born in the
Sanji
Sukhavati.
Shingam Shenda Mindawa,
Therefore, people have a much
get to be a
stronger
Juditan, and the
affinity
Wajing
with
Shingam
Amitabha
Jekona,
if there's
Gumbo
a
Vamen
prayer with
Swata
lots
Gore,
of faith
Gumbo
into it.
Vamen Sunday Jandina,
So
Yor.
therefore, prayer to the
This Sunday the
Amitabha is
Bay
in
Zasembo
That's why this prayer for long life, for rebirth in higher realms, moving out obstacles, and yes, most people are literate these days, so you should take a look into to learn to get hold of this prayer and do the more. As a result of this, absorb blessing Amitabha to to Amapura Parmasambhava and all the blessings of them radiate from all 10 directions and absorb into you from 10 directions like a huge snowstorm, like a huge snowstorm or a great rainfall in the ocean, like that imagination showered in the blessing of the holy person of the government and the Taiwan, and when you encourage the blessing of their life and their devotion, listening, and so on, the very present. So I was saying these previous bowing, and then the others are while observing the plum, the ball, and stabilize it to augment them. Then in order to magnetize the last spirit, all the great goddesses were white, yellow, and red, blue, and all of them are summoned one by one. So whatever lifespan and the knowledge of yours are declined and degenerate due to fear, due to trauma, fear, upset, whatever, imagine all of these blessings. So now go to invoke while holding this Tedar, which is a special banner of longevity. Invoking the white goddess together with all the goddesses, may all of their blessings break and magnetize the lifespan of the other disciples. And the blue goddess is now invoked. In order to magnetize and extract the lifespan of all disciples, the lifespan letting that are declined, be restored. With this Guru is summoning all the goddesses of 5 colors, the 5 elements, so that whatever lost spirit due to fear, low morale, or scams, or fear, or doubt, whatever of those things have degenerated or scattered your lifespan, may all of these be magnetized, extracted, and boosted by the power of mantra, the substance, and the meditative concentration on the ritual. Please visualize to magnetize your lifespan, teacher is holding the long glass in order to boost, magnetize, and reinforce the right causes and qualities of lifespan. Using this glass to magnetize all the nutrients in the inanimate world, entire universe, so that whatever lifespan and knowledge and various qualities of elements, water, fire, and so on in your body has been made and be restored, magnetized, and boosted. There is a quality of resistance, fire, metabolism, fluidity of water, stability of earth, spaciousness of earth, and the mobility of air element, and all of those be strengthened like the mountain, vastness of the ocean. They are all magnetized. 5 different colors correspond to the 5 elements. They all absorb into the vast that I hold in my hand. And all the mandala deities, imagine this nectar enters each and every one of you. Your body is completely flooded by this holy nectar that inundates your whole interior and remove all your obstacles. Imagine the guru gives substance of non-life. A rolled ball of tsampa balls, what's called cereal, made of auspicious food, longevity, that longevity will be. This bliss ball given to you, each of your body and its nutrients by taking and eating these, become one with the essence of Amitayus. So that it is almost similar to seeing Amitayus in person by eating this long life cereal. People go through fruits and holy rice and flowers, so that each of you may be blessed with immortality, with wealth, prosperity, with knowledge, sanity, intelligence, wisdom, all the glory and wealth and peace that you have observed in every circle of your life. And all of this becomes spontaneously accomplished. Saying this, teacher rings a bell, you scream a bell, and is giving you blessings by reciting this. 36 parameters, starting with generosity, discipline, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom, and the power of the generosity, and so on, giving you the immortality. and remove all the antithesis of each of the six violations and accomplish all the qualities. May day be blessed, may night be blessed, may day be blessed, may day be blessed. The man long life empowerment is receiving the empowerment means you need to live. You may do some prayers, you may chant mantras, but that also is not really sufficient. You should really become a good person, a person who values his life, who does not waste life, but who become a good human being and benefit thinking beings, help other beings, never become a cause of suffering and problem to others, have a good heart, kind heart, and non-violent behavior. All beings seek happiness and do not want any suffering. So, whenever we encounter some suffering, one should know that this and more severe than this suffering is experienced by many beings. So one should be patient. Most beings want happiness, but mostly they get is only the opposite. Due to their ignorance, blinded by their self-sufficiency, they always think of themselves alone, only think of the best person. And that is the true and root cause of suffering, self-centeredness. So the benefit, the real happiness comes from thinking and well-being of others, cherishing others. So what is the benefit of just thinking one's own finite person? So one should think of other beings' benefit. One should therefore think of how one can greatly benefit others. Therefore, one's most meaningful and beneficial is to do things for other sins. When we do things for other sins, it not only benefits to others, but it also ordinarily benefits us. How this life becomes enjoyable and how what good life one will have in the future depends on the existence of a selfless, ultimate, selfless bodhicitta motivation. All sentient beings have one common aim, to include the smallest insect. They don't want any suffering. And they want happiness. But the mind is under the sway of addiction. The root of suffering comes from this self-centeredness. Of course, all great religious traditions in the world is trying to promote peace in the world. But our Buddhist Dharma has a special emphasis how one should work on the transformation of one's mind. One's understanding how rational and logical the teachings of Buddha is can really boost your ability to mind your thoughts and learn to guard our own thoughts. So with that is living in the West should learn not to forget our own language and culture. If you don't speak Tibetan and read them, then you might have some access to modern conveniences, things a modern and developed life, but you're actually losing your own culture. There are many who have told me that Tibetans who have come to live here, how quickly their own language and culture is marginalized. There's a danger of losing it, at least within next generation, we may lose our language and culture. So therefore, we should make preparation for the worst scenario, and but hope in the best scenario. So our unique culture of Tibetan language, culture, and written spoken language should be protected. Try to put some effort how not to lose your language and culture. We should give advice to the younger generation as parents. Learn to speak Tibetan in Tibetan household. Then it will naturally become exposed, adults speaking in the Tibetan language. Also, when you send write letters, short notes, you should use your own language and culture. If we are not using our language and culture, no wonder why kids will not learn it, because they do not see us adults learn using it. So please, I wanted to reiterate the importance of learning and speaking in Tibetan at home. If people come to see me and they are pure Tibetan, but when they talk to me, they are using English words all over the place. And they rarely use the complete Tibetan sentences. Look at the Chinese and the people of other ethnicities. There are some Chinese China towns in certain part of the USA that they hardly speak English at all. Why? They speak their own language. So there may be other cultures too who are trying very hard to make sure they don't lose their language and culture. So it's very important to use our own language and culture. And on top of that, please live harmoniously amongst yourselves. Whether you come from certain regions, certain traditions or lineages, these are very, very minor differences, hardly worthy of mention. We should be united as one culture, one language, one tradition, one do not become divided among small regional differences, dialects, and lineages and traditions. So it's very important that you practice harmony, respect each other. Whether it's whichever of the three provinces, one, everything, our language, our written language, everything is one. We all hope to be able to return one day to our home. But to be able to do that, we should be very harmonious when we live in this world, this one part of the world. If we do not have harmony within our own small community, we would not be able to stay united and benefit much. So please pay special attention to this request of mine. This always with great Dalai Lama with great compassion, given us so many guidance and advice. Again, if you can slowly listen to His Holiness Dalai Lama's teaching. Whenever he gives, whenever it's always available. You should listen to them again, watch them again, and try to put them in practice. We should learn and study and understand, fathom what His intention is. Examine whether how relevant or useful they are. They are not. Dharma practice means being able to be very analytical and very careful in rationalizing things. Due to so many of you here today, it will be very difficult if all of you try to come up and seek my blessings. So I will now do the Vajakilaya Gago, which is an injunction invoking all the deities, gurus. So I just always reciting the Vajakilaya mantra, holding this very special kuba, that is the Vajra dagger in his hand, came from many, many generations of lesser holy forefathers. So there are, I know from my own experience, people who pray wholeheartedly during this, many who fulfill wishes, and people who couldn't fall pregnant during making wishes, they couldn't fall pregnant. People and as well as many other mundane though important wishes can be fulfilled. Just make sure you make your wishes in prayer. Invoking spells, now invoking the primal Buddhas and all the early con masters, Konchok Gyalpo, Chöjé Lingpa, and all these holy forefathers' names are now called upon.
Sakya Trichen doji shen ngawan khenro lekshi gyazolo soba tsakyu ki bada rama tamandam da sanga chindan ki idam shiroran. Tensun tamjin gyazu zokodan jebandam ki tsatandam ba dindam la tangdun sadun jugor ginde ba odun luda. Sada ginde ba pardun jungbu jazin ginde ba sotanan kajin barjin midim bichadam ki
Caused
nyorshi.
by
Tingi
external
tsadan sundan badan
bodies,
jeba
subterranean
kodalam ji
bodies,
shamni ji shenji ki
pervasive
suru
beings, such as
sokodan dawa
nagas.
yajin wada kone kone.
May they all
Beijing
be
gede sabi
moved.
dandam ji
The
shidan
positive
damba yi
quality
shindan
be
drupi chile da
softening and
tongro
wax
jajin
like
bu zane
waxing
tuidang.
moon. May each of the disciples become God protected, saved, and made them. Then nobody harmed these wise disciples who were protected, guarded, and all the 80,000 obstacles we laid. And the auspicious blessings come to me. Thus we have concluded the Dharma connection. Having concluded this, now please repeat the words of promise for all the vows, whatever the masters have been all undertake, whatever the last command of the undertake, whatever the masters undertake. Having received the loving comment as a thanksgiving, make a mandala.
benza bombe ho je yongza tamba wanje serge sa je o benza rege ho je jare kore ge gorwe uzo re ga bo re ra shara le ba bo lo za bo le no ba lang ju chang da me ye le dang le bang ayam dang ayam xie yo de da lam zhuo zhuo zha bi yan da zhang bi yan yan da ren bo jie ye re wo ba zang ye xie de zhe ye ba
Some
ma
of the
be
chief
ma ye
princes
lo
are now
dang go
approaching
lo
his
ren bo
holiness, making various
ren
offerings.
bo jie zen bo ren bo
As the
jie ren
conclusion of
bo
not
ren
just this
bo
long life
jie zen
empowerment, but
bo ren
also
bo jie
the,
da zhuo ren
the
bo
annual
jie
7th
Mangbe
uh,
Rinpo
Sakya
Je
Monlam
Tere
festival, which has
Chenpo
been
Ye
held in 3
Bongpa
days
Ye Ba
here in
Ma
Colorado.
Chewa Ma
Um,
Lu
by the way,
Ma
I'm not
Kar
from
Ma
Colorado.
Nube Ma Mendo Ma Marme
That
Ma
is the
Jija
ritual
Ma
of
Ti Ma
making
Da
various items
Rinpo Je
that are
Yendo
often
Shole
listed
Nambara Gyawe
in
Gyadze Lada
description
Biye Bajo
that I have read
Vizo
some time
Soba
ago.
Mazawa
All
Memba
various
Ding
items
Tuzo
in
Zangye
the
Tamje Ge
Buddha
Ngowa
statues, the
Zombe
scriptures,
Bade Lam
rituals,
Dambe Shanga De
various
Chibe
monetary
Zewa
offerings,
Zambo Libera
carpets,
Tombe
brocade,
Kaje Dara Ge
bags of
Yudo
various
Owa Ge
grains.
Wo Duje Drawe
You can offer
Dego
anything you
Jesus
like.
Jene Jinge
So it's
Labdo
considered
Zo
to be
Guru
not only
Buddha
offering
Bodhi
prayers, but
Sattva
actually doing the
Sabhare Vara
vows of prayer, being
Yena
generous,
Minra La
so
Puja Mega
making these
Samboja
offerings
Sabharana
bonds,
Samaye
so that his boundless Dharma activities are fulfilled. From now onwards, having become your Vajra disciple, I'll live as your spiritual servant and having become replenished as the blessings. Thus, we have concluded the Thangton Gyalpo's Monlam empowerment. This is the union with the Dharma, the treasure teaching, and pure vision teaching. May you be all able to live your life meaningfully and do beneficial things to the world. Now the dedication of merit is made. I must apologize to everyone who can see that you couldn't hear my voice very well because I too had a begin difficulty because using two devices, listening to one and translating from. I couldn't do both because I keep hearing my own voice. I stopped listening to that. And so now when I'm translating, it looks like you are not hearing as much. But the blessings came through before this transmission. So we all have long prosperity and also probably a very good mind. This is now that we can prayer for his souls, Dalai Lama.